Hey, this is Matt from Speedscale. I went through all this trouble getting myself centered in the camera frame so I could show you how to hook an MCP server up and let your LLM coding agent automatically pull information from production so it can check its assumptions. So think of this like an MCP plugin for an observability tool, except this observability tool can see all the data. It's not just telemetry. It can actually see the inner workings of the API calls and database calls. Now, this is based on a product called Speedscale. Speedscale works by dropping a recorder into something like a Kubernetes cluster, really anywhere. It could be EC2 or containers, but it records, and then we're going to go and plug in Cursor to the MCP server that will pull that information on demand without you having to decide that it needs it. So you can go learn more about Speedscale if you're interested in it, but let's get started. I have installed a command line tool called Proximoc, which you can find the installation instructions in the links below. Now, the actual Proximoc CLI is a lot like the Claude Code CLI, and that it just hangs out on your desktop. Now, when you install Proximoc, it should ask you if you want to connect your MCP server, but just in case it doesn't, you can run Proximoc install MCP or MCP install, and it will discover the IDEs and various AI coding assistants installed and will automatically configure Proximoc for usage. So we take care of all this for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Cursor, yes. Yeah, I like Claude Desktop. Sure. Okay, we're good. All right, now I can go in. If you want to know what this is actually doing, it's changing your cursor configuration, mcp.json. This is common. We just do it for you automatically. And you can see here that when I pull it in frame, you can see that we now have MCP servers, Proximoc, and then here's the command that it runs, and MCP. So if you're interested in how this works, you can go check it out. Now we're going to go make use of it. So let's go and close that down. Now, I have downloaded a demo application called Outer Space-Go. You can also find that in the links below. It's one of our demo applications. It is misbehaving in production right now, and I don't like doing extra work, so I'm going to go ahead and let Cursor figure out what's wrong using a prompt typed into the normal chat window. Okay, you can see I already have an example from the past, but let's go and load this guy up. Now, my actual prompt is about as simple as it gets. Why is Outer Space Go returning 500s over the past 15 minutes? Okay, now, I already know, if I go into, I don't want to make my window too big here, but I have my Proximoc MCP server here. I already know it's installed. This is what happened when we did the Proximoc MCP install. And now we're going to go and ask it a question. Now, I didn't explicitly say use Proximoc. All I said is figure out what's wrong with the app. And it knows now, because of the MCP connection, that it has access to production data. So what it's doing right now is first it searches the code base, and then it starts to look at actual API responses from production. Now, this little trick here is we actually went out to the real production system, looked over the last 15 minutes of traffic, and found the 500s because we were asked to by Cursor. It then proceeded to figure out that the reason we're getting 500s is that the NASA API is returning rate limit exceeded errors, and it gives us some ideas about what we might do to fix it. Now, this is a really quick demo of a very powerful capability. Check out more at speedscale.com, and you can actually get started with Proximoc MCP for free, and then jump up to Speedscale when you're interested in doing production recording. Thank you very much.